Every device in a network needs to have an IP address to send and receive communication. You can compare it to the mailroom in an office. There are two ways an IP address can be assigned. The first is to use Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DHCP. This protocol automatically assigns IP addresses to devices. These IPs are chosen from a pool of available addresses. By default, there are 50 addresses in this pool. DHCP assigns each device a unique IP in the same subnet, preventing conflicts within the pool. Devices can be added or removed without any issues. You can think of these like adding a post-it as a temporary mailbox, as these can change often. The second way an IP address can be configured is by manually setting a static IP address. This is done on devices that need to have an IP address that doesn't change, so they can easily be reached. Often, static IP addresses are assigned to routers, servers, and printers. These mailboxes could be thought of as engraved mail assignments. They don't change unless you manually change them. Most networks use both DHCP and static IP addressing. But what if you need more than the default of 50 DHCP addresses? Or what if you need more addresses for static IP addressing? One simple adjustment is all it takes. In this episode of Cisco Tech Talk, I'll show you how to adjust the pool of DHCP addresses on your RV Series router. To adjust your DHCP pool, log into the web user interface on your RV Series router. Navigate to LAN and then VLAN settings. Select the VLAN and click on the edit icon. Here, you will see if the DHCP server is enabled or disabled. This is enabled by default. As you can see here, this is the current pool for DHCP addresses. When you adjust this, there are a few best practices that are recommended. It's best to avoid a pool of addresses that includes addresses ending in .1 or .254, as those are often the default IP addresses of devices. Do not use the last IP address of the IP network pool, ending in .255, as that is reserved for the broadcast address. If you have static IP addresses in your network, be sure you're not setting the DHCP range to overlap with any of them. Alternatively, when you configure static IP addresses, be sure to assign them outside the DHCP range. Take good notes of the devices in your network that have static IP addresses so you don't accidentally give two devices the same IP. One last thing, if you have an older RV Series router, you may need to navigate to Networking, LAN configuration, and then Server Settings, DHCP, to make this adjustment. That's all there is to it. A simple process that can meet your needs as they change. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.